Good morning, everyone. Good morning. You are live on the Straits Times. We are right now at Bishan Street 22. This is, of course, part of the new Marymount SMC. And around me, actually, they just walked off this way. As the camera pen there. PSP candidate, Progress Singapore Party candidate, Dr Ang Yong Guan, as well as Party Chief, Dr Tan Cheng Bock. Okay, they are here doing a walkabout and meeting residents in the Bishan area, which has been carved out for Marymount SMC. It's one of the 4 new SMCs for this general election. And of course, he's going up against PAP new face, against Siow Huang. She was Singapore's first Brigadier General. All right, so these two are going head-to-head. It's expected to be a really hot contest. As you know, Dr Ang Yong Guan, he has contested in 2 previous elections. First in 2011 with the SDP, Singapore Democratic Party, and then later in 2015 when he formed Sing First with Dr Tan Cheng Bock. So we're going to try and go along this way and follow them. Can we go? Okay, just bear with a bit with the... Just bear a bit with the shots as we try to move through this. We're at block 282 right now. This is the open air mall, Bishan Mall. I think they headed over to the coffee shop that way, block 280. This walkabout started around 10:15 a.m. and then Dr Tan Cheng Bock joined them around 10:30 a.m. So as you can see, they're just about there. Marymount SMC, of course, if you're just tuning in, you're seeing footage, live footage right now. We're in Marymount SMC, around the Bishan Street 22 area. This is a new SMC, and PSP candidates are walking around campaigning, giving out leaflets, pamphlets. This is a new SMC with about 23,000 voters. Okay, bear with us as we try to go forward and get a good shot. As you can see on frame, this is PSP Party Chief Dr Tan Cheng Bock saying hi to some of the store owners or store vendors here. And wherever they go, a crowd follows, and some people were seen taking selfies with them earlier, but of course maintaining social distancing, so with an arm's length between them. And in white, most of them are wearing red and white polo tees. But if you're wondering who Dr Ang Yong Guan is, which of them is him, he's actually the one with the white cap and the mostly white shirt. He is wearing a different shirt because he actually printed his face on this shirt. He was worried that people may not recognize him with his mask on. So that's why his face is in front of him, as you can see, around his tummy area. And there, if you look at the back of his shirt, maybe we can try and get a shot later, but there is a QR code where people can actually scan his QR code and go to his website. So that's one of the ways in which he is trying to harness technology during this election campaign. So they have just sat down here at, I believe this is the block 280 coffee shop. Are they going to have breakfast? So yeah, we just wanted to give you some flavor on the ground as to what's happening. They're going to continue their walkabout. So again, if you're tuning in live, you are seeing Progress Singapore Party's Dr. Tan Cheng Bock, as well as Dr. Ang Yong Guan.
Difficult. You know, so that is the condition they laid down for debate. Not so very, there's not much good, no chance to reply, to clarify, you know. So, and the timing is so strict and so accurate, you know. So maybe, I don't know, it's very difficult to put across your points with such conditions of debate. Very difficult. I mean, you all observe, you will know. Because some points I'm sure they need clarification, but how to clarify if the time is up? Time's up. Then you give to the other chap. But one thing I noticed, how come no 4G? How come Vivian represent? It should be the 4G, right? Because this election, honestly, sometimes I put my men to let you all interview. Because this election is for the younger lots, the future. You should hear the new people coming in. So I was quite surprised to find Vivian there, and no like all the other 4G leaders. So that's how I feel.
So given the constraints that you just mentioned, how do you think Francis did representing PSP?
I think he did well. He did well with a little constraint of that little time that he's been pushed. It's difficult, you know, in such a situation.
One question. So he said that there's about 100,000 PMETs unemployed, right? Then MOM came out to clarify that it's 39,000 unemployed. Now, can you just clarify where the figure came, how the figure was derived?
That I must honestly, when he did the debate, he must have found it. Because sometimes you see, you must understand. We in the alternative side, we have little data to work on, and calling this data sometimes can be difficult because you know it is not like the ministry always giving you details. You got to really go and find for yourself. So I'll check with him. I'm sure Francis is a very careful person. He knows what is he talking about. Maybe I have to see. I have to check. It was so hurried, so fast.
So you do not know where the data came about for now?
No, I think I can't. You ask me at this moment. I need honestly, to be honest, I don't want to tell you that I know all the figures, because figures is one thing, but the important thing is the issue. The numbers are there. It may be big, it may be small, but this is the issue. So the issue has been brought up. So this is very important. Sometimes people look for small numbers or big numbers or whatever, but I think I will bring up our issues, which is very important. Like for me, you ask me what's the current thing I worry about. You hear what they all say, job. But to me, I think another component is very important is lives, jobs. Because we are still in the midst of the coronavirus, and the infection can come about. So we must make sure we control the coronavirus very, very well. Because if there is any leak, who will affect our Singaporean lives? So for me, I want to get that down properly. That's my priority. Jobs also. But whatever outcome, the statistics that we are showing to the world is usually hundreds of cases. And if it's hundreds of cases, these statistics, if it's shown to all the world, to other countries, they'll say, wow, such a big number. So the borders will be closed. The planes won't come, right? Your tourists won't come. And also those who are all investors, they worry because they look at the numbers. And when these things happen, that means your whole global activity is disturbed. You see, and globalization now is also getting disrupted. Then you got China and the US all not very friendly. So you got to look at it in that way. So we talk about asking jobs. What kind of jobs are we talking about? It's easy to say job. But I always ask, what kind of jobs are we? What are we bringing? How much of it will benefit people like you? Because that's very important. So these to me are very crucial. And lives to me actually is very, very crucial. And because of that, if I were to look at it, I must not take my eye off the coronavirus. If I take my eye off the coronavirus and politicize this thing too much, we will be in trouble. You cannot lose focus. Jobs, yes, we also want jobs, but that is very fundamental. That's why I told you I have to look. Are we treating the symptom? As a doctor now I'm speaking, or are we treating the disease? I feel that we are treating the symptoms only because we are pouring money here, pouring money there. But that is treating the symptom. The important thing is the virus must be stopped. Because the virus is stopped, I say people will say, wow, when the statistics numbers are small, can open the borders to us. The planes can come, bring out the tourists. So I look at it this way. You look at the whole global picture.
Yesterday we saw that the Workers' Party has a hammer show, right? So, can you help us understand how are you getting your word out there? This is already the third day of campaigning.
No, I think we are going to have some e-rally. E-rally. All these new things. But never mind. E-rally. To me, it's just a webinar again. But you call it whatever name. We have been among the very first to start a webinar. And I'm quite proud of it. To us, it's nothing very special. We just continue what we do. We modify it. We may make it look like a rally, but at the end of the day, it's getting information to the ground. So I think maybe tonight or one of the nights that we're having, I think we will let you all know the dates where we will be having this, so people can call in and it will explain to them.
Will there be like a show as well, like the movie show?
What show?
Will it be like a live show or?
Of course, it's got to be live.
Or just a Facebook?
No, it's a live. It's be live.
Tomorrow night, starting from Tanjung Pagar.
We're starting.
We'll give you the details.
It has got to be live now, lah. Yeah.
The candidate will present his speech, like a rally, rally speech.
I leave it to the young people, lah. But my old style, I'll tell you different things. But I have to respect the new style, new terminology. I never heard of it in my life. But now I got to get into the picture. It's very interesting. So now you all cannot talk your new lingo. I will also know.
I think recently we have seen you connect with a lot of Singaporeans, especially on Instagram and social media. Is that a strategy? Is that something new that you discovered? Can you explain, what's going on behind the scenes in this thing?
I'm 80 years old, man. That is a new generation style, right? But my mind may be, I might be chronological age 80. Physical age, I think younger.
60.
But at the end of the day, I connect very closely with the youth. I love the youth. I love the young people. That's why I like you all. I can bully you all, but sorry.
Dr. Tan, how come you're not wearing your glasses without lenses?
Today, every time, how High Beast told you, we all do a trick like so all of you got excited. Wow, how come I'm not wearing glasses? Actually, I don't need the glasses, but after my cataract operation, but well, I'm afraid people don't recognize me if I don't wear glasses, so I put a pair of glasses. Okay. Give me a break, lad. Ask my...
I need... so who has asked questions just now? Who hasn't?
Can you pass over to him so I can have my chance to have
questions to Dr. Ang?
All right, so we just heard from Dr. Tan Cheng Bock. He's the party chief of PSP, of course. Okay, so Dr. Tan just spoke, so we're going to speak to Dr. Ang now. He's speaking in Mandarin.
30执意不决，30是不用讲了，不投前进党。所以我们要剩下的6天呢，我们要更加的努力，把这38%移过我们这边，移过11%就好了，11%就51%了。所以我们要尽量的把这38%移过来。我们还有很多时间，所以我们 groundwork door to door 一定要进行。每个户我们要去拜访。昨天我们去的时候，差不多有50%不在家，我们就放这个在那边，相信他们会跟我们联络。我们有一个QR code 呢，我的 Facebook 全部在里面，所以他们一 scan 他们就可以跟我们联络了。我昨天收到很多 email 了 ，to Marymount at PSP at org 有的说我请假3天了，我要来帮忙你，你有什么工作给我做？所以我们很高兴，这是40%了，这些40%，so 40、30、30，we have to work hard. You know, it's 40, 30, 30. 40 for us, 30 neutral, not sure. 30 don't waste your time, Dr. Ang.
这次你单挑一个单选区，你怎么看对手？
我的对手论资格论学历，他很厉害，他45岁，第一个女将军新加坡的第一个女将军。论 academic qualification no problem， 学历没问题的，能干也没问题的。现在我们讲的是什么？你的价值观念，你的信仰，你怎么样把马利蒙弄到更好的选区？你有没有经验？我很多经验，我曾经在基层服务15年，我也创造那个 ACME Action Group for Mental Illness， 我是帮忙那些有精神患者，帮忙讲话，帮忙他们解决生活的问题。所以论经验，论价值观念，我可以说我比他多经验，因为年龄方面是比他大，所以我不怕的。论经验，我很有把握。学历呢，而且论 rank， I'm a colonel, which is a general, one grade lower. You don't talk about rank, you don't talk about academic qualification, I'm ready. I can, using my experience, my wisdom, my beliefs, that Singapore need to deny PAP the two-third majority. And that's my belief. Why are you in politics? Because we must deny them the super majority. That's my firm belief.
Dr. Ang, what do you think of, can you elaborate more on your thoughts of your competition, Ms. Gan in particular? Like, what are the chances you think you stand against her and why?
You see, Ms. Gan belongs to a very established party. They have been in power for 61 years. They are very, very organized. Like putting up posters and banners, immediately after nomination, they are all up already. I suspect they have 2 or 3 contractors, Whereas we only have 1 contractor, and we have limited resources. So one up in terms of organizational, logistical support is all there. Secondly, don't forget People's Association, supposed to be neutral, independent. You all know it's affiliated. So there's a lot of help from grassroots organization for her. Whereas for me, I don't see that. PSP we're doing our best. So in terms of logistical organization support, 1 up. But in terms of values, beliefs, principle, on par, maybe better than her. Because we have gone through the ground a lot, so we know what's going on the ground. Alright? So, good, tough fight. Very tough fight. But we're ready for the fight. We don't know how it will go. And the critical point is how Singaporeans view COVID-19. If they view it negatively, we will win. They shouldn't hold an election during COVID-19. We would win. But if they think that the $93 billion package can satisfy them, make them happy, then we are going to have a struggle. So I hope Singaporeans can see the 4G leadership. 4G leadership. They have fumbled in dealing with the COVID-19 crisis. I hope they see it properly. If they see it, then we will get a lot of votes. So I want to tell Singaporean, when patient 42, the Bangladesh worker, when he had symptoms, he went to the polyclinic. They dilly-dally for a few days. And he went back to his dormitory. And you can see how he infected the entire dormitory. And then he was admitted only on the 6th or 7th of February. And 1 month went by, until early March. Nothing was done to the dormitory except they went to clean up the place. That 1 month delay, in my opinion, caused a lot of problems and led us to a circuit breaker or the lockdown. If they had dealt with that properly and promptly, we wouldn't need to go to a lockdown. Why do I say it? Look at patient 31 in South Korea. When they discovered patient 31, she was from a church group. The church group had 200,000 members. The ministry insisted on every single member and their contact. And they could contact them, test them, and cordon off the church. The church itself had a lockdown, not the nation. The nation didn't go into a lockdown. So if we could have locked down the dormitory, in February or March, the nation need not go into a lockdown. So unfortunate. Of course, they say it's hindsight. Dr. Ang, it's so easy to say hindsight. But I think we need leaders with foresight who can spot a problem and then plan ahead. So I hope Singaporeans can see. Every time PAP boasts of uniquely Singapore, COE, ERP, everything uniquely, NCMP, uniquely Singapore. I hope Singaporeans can see now we compare how you deal with the COVID-19 with other countries, with New Zealand, with Taiwan, with South Korea, with Vietnam, and with Hong Kong. See for example, for the first time, PAP cannot say uniquely our style of dealing with the problem. Everybody will compare how you deal with the problem versus other Asian countries. That is the challenge. And I hope Singaporeans, please wake up, see for yourself. Is this the government you want? We want a transparent, accountable government. Independent as well. Okay, that is what we really want.
What is your view of actually pose questions to Dr. Ang, who has not had a chance to pose any questions? Which outlet? Every outlet has asked. So we'll just take one last question for him. What is your view of the NCMP plan, and will you pick it up?
It's ridiculous. NCMP. NCMP. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. But whatever they're trying to tell you, you don't need to vote opposition. You can vote 100% PAP. The 12 top losers, right, or 18 now, can go in. We think it's ridiculous, but that's the way of telling you, you don't be afraid. You just vote us in. The losers can still go in. That's uniquely PAP. Losers can go into parliament. So we got to think about it.
Giving you all the reasons, right? Okay, I don't want to repeat. You want me to repeat again? I've given them the reasons.
Okay.
Dr. Ang, just some parting thoughts. So for the residents of Marymount SMC, why should they vote for you, especially the younger ones?
No, I'm happy to tell you, Marymount is a microcosm of Singapore. To the west of Marymount Road, you have landed property, you have HDB flats, 3-roomer, and you have a rented flat, block 26, hidden in one corner, with 300 over household. We went there, we nearly fell off the chair. The floor was so dirty. The drain was choked. The car park signage was vandalized. We went to tour the place. It's a common corridor, dark, dirty, smelly. And we interviewed the dwellers. Many of them are very old. They complain of inconvenience. They complain of lack of support. So that is one area we will do a lot if we get elected. Block 26 of Marymount. And that to me, if you can deal with that area well, and you are dealing with the weakest people in the whole of Marymount, then you are indeed a good MP. You don't need just to look at those who are doing well. You also look at those who are not doing well. Then you are a good MP. Then east of Marymount Road, from polling district 8 to 12, that 5 polling districts mostly are well-to-do, 4 rooms and above. And we have the only condo in the unit, Clover by the park. These are all the well-to-do people, and that's why I want to connect with them using the latest. I want them to scan and find out more about me. We will engage them, They are worried about their jobs. Many of them are PMET. We, in our manifesto, 7-page manifesto, all are clearly spelled out. Our economic development, social development, and political development. Please go and read our manifesto. The young will find a lot of solutions there. Even freedom of speech. We are reviewing POFMA. So that will give the young the idea that I can speak freely without fear of being said that your news is, your facts are fake, you know. We'll do a lot for the young in Marymount, no doubt about that. We want them to feel that Singapore belongs to them. Marymount, we want to make Marymount a model constituency. That's my webinar number 2 on the 4th of July.
Thank you.
Thank you, yeah.
Dr. Ang, I have a
All right, so if you're tuning in now, you just heard from Dr. Ang Yong Guan. He is the PSP candidate for Marymount SMC. It is one of the 4 new SMCs this GE. And before that, we heard from PSP Party Chief Dr. Tan Cheng Bock. So we're going to wrap up this live video now. This was live action right from the ground. Dr. Tan and Dr. Ang are doing their walkabout as we speak. They're still chatting to some residents, and they're going to continue walking around after this, I believe. But yes, that was live action. Stay tuned to the straitstimes.com for all the live action. We have a general election live blog, a GE live blog, so all you have to do is to just stay on that for all the latest updates. And we'll be with you again very soon with more GE action. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'm Yo Sam Jo. See you again next time.